I see, guys. So, what you focus on, you create. You have to realize every single day, focus on a better world. I see, when you focus on a better world, things start to happen. And now you have to realize that if you don't think you're doing too good in your life, then it's because you're not learning and growing. And now, only when you're learning and growing from the outcome of your life can you be really understanding that you're sure in who you are. And then you have to realize that who you are is something beyond this world. But you have to understand how to live in this world in order to understand how to go beyond what you are capable of. And then you have to realize, for example, when you make events around people, you have to advertise. And now the more you advertise, the more people are going to be at your event. And now you have to realize also that you have to also make a product for these people. And the product is knowledge. So the more you're knowledgeable about what you talk about, the more you can create money in your life, the more you can create whatever you want to create in life. And now also I want to say that people don't force me to do my work, you understand? And now, of course, people in life want you to work for them. And that's the whole point of life, is always to serve people somehow with your time and effort. And now you have to realize you have to do good things in the world regardless of what situation you're facing in life. And you have to realize that no matter what, that if people don't want you to do something for them, then you have to understand that you have to do something for yourself. And you have to do what's best for you, regardless of what they are saying about you. You understand? So if you have to realize anything about life, then you have to understand wisdom. And now realize that if you want to get to a better stage in life, you have to be away from people as much as possible. But you also have to understand that you have to go into information and you have to provide this information to people. So if you want to make money, if you want to make real money, then you have to make wisdom. And now when you stick to wisdom in life and you make all the wisdom of the world, that's all you're looking for. And then you have to look to give this information to people. And now when you give this information to people, then you can make money from it, which is the wisdom that you make from it. You are only ever trying to make wisdom in this world. You're not trying to make anything else. And then you have to always understand to allow yourself to actually happen in life. You have to allow yourself to happen. And now everything has time and everything has value. But you have to understand it takes time to get to where you need to be. But all you need to understand is to be now. And now you have to realize that when you be now in this moment, this is all you really need right now. So wherever you are right now, this is the ultimate road to success. You understand? And this is also something that you also need. So all you really need in life right now is where you are at right now in your life. And you have to realize that you have to work for wisdom. So wherever you go in life, you can always work for wisdom. But you have to be able to share wisdom around with people. You have to understand that you have to provide for your family somehow. And you have to provide for people. So if you provide a lot of wisdom to people, then people are going to understand the good world. You understand? They're going to understand the better world that you are in, for example. And if you only ever make people better than they are, then people will totally appreciate you, because you have to realize that's how you be remembered in life. And now you have to realize that if you push your body to its limits, you have to understand how things can happen. Like, for example, you can make wisdom from it. But you have to realize that if you stick to the wisdom of everything that you do, then what's happening in the moment for you is the best thing for you. You know, so if you're smoking cigarettes right now or doing drugs, then that's the best thing for you right now. You understand? Because you're doing it. And what you do in life in any moment is the best thing for you. You have to realize that you must never be ashamed of anything that you've done in this life, because you have to realize that everything is working for the benefit of humankind in some kind of way. You have to realize that if you're not working for knowledge, then you're working for something different. You understand? And you have to realize that you have to work for knowledge in life if you want to become smarter and if you want to become wiser as a human being. So the more you do in life, the better for you. And you have to understand that people don't force me to do my content and stuff, but I have to force myself to do it. I have to force myself to make content come true for me so that I become wiser and so that I can teach people and so I can leave something in this world that is going to benefit people in the long run. And you have to understand that people are always watching. You understand? People are always watching and making wisdom from it. You understand? So the more wisdom you make in life, the better you can understand everything that's going on. And that's the whole point of living a great life, is always being in the moment and understanding exactly what you need to do to succeed. So you have to realize that apparently everyone's going through different ways of thinking in life, and everyone's trying to make the best thing in life for them. And you have to understand that the best thing for you doesn't mean that it's the best thing for other people. You have to realize that the best thing for people is wisdom. And now if you stick to wisdom, then you'll always give people what they need. Yes, and you always try to help people in some kind of way, because that's what wisdom does. And you have to understand that every single day you stick to knowledge and information and wisdom, which is the same thing, I promise you, then you can actually always move on because you've said the information. And because you've shared the information around, that's what you need to do every single day if you want to become successful. You have to work for knowledge. You have to be grateful. You have to understand to work for yourself. You have to be your own boss. You have to understand every single day, try to do even more than you are today. You understand? Because every single day you do more, it always comes back around in other ways. Because you're doing good things in the world, and then God sees that you're doing good things in the world, and then good things happen for you. And what you do in life always comes back around. You have to understand every single day, try to actually create good karma in your life. Try to actually help people as much as possible. And when you help as much as you can, then you can always understand that when I speak, for example, I speak from feeling. I speak from the words. I speak from where my knowledge is. And I only ever do what my knowledge tells me to do. You understand? Because that's my wisdom. That's my common sense. That's what I am. And what I am is something different all the time. So I always have to be always changing into a better person, because that's what I believe in. So every single day, I'm always seeking to do better for myself in some kind of way. I'm always understanding more and more every single day because I'm always writing things down. I'm making quote books. I'm making quotes. I'm making wisdom come true for me in my life. And that's why I always need to be in a better position today than ever before. Because I understand something. I understand that no matter what, that I'm always going to live forever. I'm always going to do the best job that I can. And I'm very grateful for the mindset that I do have today, because I understand many people wish they had my mindset. Apparently, many people wish that they could have what I have in life. And you have to realize it's just wisdom that I have. And everyone has wisdom in life. You understand? But you have to realize there's always more wisdom to make in life. You have to be a wisdom maker. You have to understand every single day you make more knowledge in the world. I promise you, things come back around in good ways. And you have to always understand that there's always more information to go around. And there's always more to do. You understand? You always have to have something to say as well. And you have to understand that no matter what happens in your life, you always have to be positive. You have to make sure that you take a moment to reflect and take a moment to have a pause in your communication so that people are not rushing your content. You must never rush your content. You must have a steady pace with everything you do. You have to be steady. You have to understand slow and steady wins the race. You understand? That's the way it is always. So always go slow as much as you can, but go steady. And make sure every single day you actually have a beneficial life for yourself. Try to benefit everything that you are. Try to benefit people, because this way you benefit yourself. And the more you seek to help other people, the more you seek to help yourself. You have to understand everything you have to work for these days. You have to work for everything. You understand? You have to work for wisdom. You have to work for knowledge. You have to work for everything. You understand? You have to work for money. You have to work for everything. Because money is wisdom. And everything's wisdom in life. So the more you can use everything that you have right now to make people in a better way, that you help them to succeed. You have to understand, you have to help people to succeed. You must not force people to succeed. You have to understand, don't force anything in life, but you have to understand you have to force yourself to grow. Yes, and you have to force yourself to grow. Don't force other people to grow. Yes, and have a means of communication with them where you ask them to grow, but make sure that if they don't want to grow with you the way you want them to grow, then don't force them to. Yes, and make sure you understand people are growing in different ways. Everyone grows in a different way. And no matter what you are doing in this life, you're always growing as long as you're living. So make sure you grow in a positive direction. Do things that are positive and do the best information of life. So every single day you do even more content every single day, the better you are, the more you can actually grow, the more you can actually do. And you always have to have something to say if you want to benefit the world. So the more you benefit the world, the better it comes around. And you have to understand every single day, always change the information you're saying. Change information in a way that you have different information all the time. Try to have different perspectives, different opinions, different wisdom that you can have. Try to always understand different sides and different stories. Try to understand every single story on the planet. Try to understand everything that you can about this life and give as much as you can. That's all you're giving. You're building a house of wisdom for yourself so that you can leave it back for your kids, so that they can actually have your wisdom, and so that people can have your wisdom, and so that you can benefit the world in wisdom in some fashion. That's what everyone's trying to do as long as they're living life. I promise you, everyone's trying to make a difference in life, you understand? And the more you talk about everything in life, the more you understand what everything is trying to do. You understand? You have to understand, you can understand exactly where people are at in life the more you talk about it. And you have to realize every single day, try to actually always understand more about what you say and try to understand more about life. Try to learn as much as you can, because this is how you actually be positive. And all you're really selling is a great attitude. You have to understand that. You have to understand Dr. Wayne Dyer says everything you are selling is a great attitude. And you have to have a great attitude to life. And you have to realize that no matter what you do, you have to have a great attitude, because every single day you do something positive or live a life that's in a great fashion. You're leaving a great fashion statement in life. You're doing much better for yourself. You're trying to help yourself in some kind of way. That's the whole point of life. Every single day you have to always live the best way you can. Yes, and you have to understand that. You have to do the best you can in your wisdom. You understand? So that you can understand how to move forward, so you can understand how to cherish yourself, so you can understand how to be grateful, so you can understand confidence, courage, everything to life. So every single day, push yourself forward, push your boundaries, push every single day to understand exactly what you are doing in terms of what you are doing. But you have to understand, you have to make boundaries in your life. You have to understand, if you push your boundaries, then it just depends what your boundaries are. You have to understand, make sure you understand. Don't push yourself in an unhealthy manner. You understand? Push yourself to be healthy. You understand? Make sure you set barriers in your life that help you to grow. You understand? Make sure you move away from people. You understand? So that you can also do better for yourself, but so that you can understand how dangerous the world is, and so that you can understand also how positive the world is and how good the world is. So you have to understand there's always two sides of the story, and there's always an opposite, and there's always more to come. And you have to realize everything is good for you. As much as you can, help yourself to do good. You understand? You have to do good in life. So you have to realize every single day, always understand more about yourself and who you are. Understand exactly what you can do and how you can help the world. But to do this, you have to make more content. You have to make more wisdom every single day. You have to push your growth. You have to understand that the more you push yourself to grow, the more you'll make money in the future. But you're not making money in the future. You're making money in the moment. And the moment is the future. You understand? Because everything comes in the moment. So you have to realize that the more you grow right now, the more money you make. It's just that simple. Because every single day you have to understand that no matter what, you just need the wisdom about everything. And the more you grow into the person you need to be, which is wisdom, then you understand exactly what you need to do. You have to understand every single day, speak as many words as you can. Try to actually live your life the best way you can, because the more you speak words, the better you get in every single area of your life. And you have to understand everything that you are coming here to do in life is to speak words, because words make the world. So actually always live the world of your dreams. You understand? Live the best life that you can live every single day and show people your best life. Show people exactly what you are made of. That's all you have to understand about this audio program. I hope that you guys have enjoyed it. I hope that you guys understand the positive material in this audio program. And you have to understand also, if you go through all my content, for example, you understand how much of a positive person I am, but you also understand my great attitude, and you understand also how I help the world. And I hope that I can inspire you someday so that you can understand exactly what I'm saying, so you can understand exactly where I'm going, so that you can follow my footsteps, so that you can become everything that you can be in life. I hope every single day in your life that you're always understanding more about yourself, that you're always growing as much as you can, that you're actually always faithful in who you are. Because you have to understand, you have to believe in yourself. You have to believe every single day that you can do something positive in this world, that you can leave an impact, that you can actually make a legacy for yourself, that you can do something that other people cannot do. You understand? That you can understand your path, that you can understand something different about your life that other people have not understood about you before. So you leave a mystery about life, leave a mystery about who you are, but make sure you help the world in every single kind of way, because that's how God does it. And that's how you understand Jesus Christ, about how he gave you this world and how he gave you all the words that he could, so that you can understand what you need to do in this moment, in this life, so that you can live the best life possible, so that you can inspire people to grow. Because that's what it's about, guys. Every single day, no matter who's watching, guys, make sure that you're watching, make sure that you're trying to help, because understand that someone is watching you. So apparently someone's always watching you when you're growing. You understand? And the more you grow, the better you are. And that's all I'm trying to say. Just grow intentionally, as John C. Maxwell says. Try to grow as much as you can. And when you grow into this person, into this individual, into this entity that can help other people to grow, that's where money is made. That's where all the dreams that you ever wanted in life is made, because it's just wisdom. So you have to understand that every single day you actually make a positive impact in the world. I promise you, you're every single day understanding exactly how you influence people, how you actually do your life, and you understand the comparisons of life and the differences in information. You have to understand every single day, understand everything about life. And you have to understand that's how you understand how to actually move forward, because information is the path. And when you follow the path, which is information, then you understand how wise you can get, how successful you can get, how confident you can get, how courageous you can get, how much money you can make from it. I promise you how much you can achieve your dreams. I promise you the willpower in that. I promise you everything comes in the form of knowledge. And when you actually study knowledge a lot in your life, and you study what you can do on a daily basis and how you can help people, I promise you can make this massive positive difference in the world. And that's all I'm trying to understand about life as well. And I'm always trying to understand also about how I can grow myself in the process in life, because I understand that's how it grows. I promise you that's how I grow. That's how I do things. So you have to understand that's how you have to understand life also in my shoes. And you have to understand to be in my shoes, and to understand empathy, and to understand exactly what I do, and then use my information to help other people. And also you have to use my information to help yourself, because every single kind of information in the world helps people. And the more you make sense of the world around you, the better you are, the better you are, and the better you understand exactly what you need to do about life. And you just have to always have information coming in. You know, saying you have to have information in your life. You have to always pick information, choose information, and choose information that helps you. You know, saying choose the information that is best for your mindset. You know, saying for your integrity, for you who you are. You know, saying because everything that comes in life happens for a reason. Yes, and everything's trying to help you to grow. And the more you grow into the person that you need to be, the better you get, and the better your opportunities, and the better you actually expand your mindset, and the better you see exactly what you need to see, because you're always speaking content out into the world. Yes, and because you're speaking content out into the world like I am, you have to realize that's how you actually outgrow me, and that's how you actually do better, and that's how you actually do everything much better than me, for example, because you're speaking more words than me, you understand? So you have to understand that's how I help people, for example. I give the ideas, and the ideas flow in life. People who come to my channel always understand to appreciate me because of the content I gave. And that's all I'm understanding. And I understand how I'll be remembered in this life, because I understand how I help people, and I understand how good I am, and I'll never kill a person in this life. And you have to understand I'm always trying to do good, you understand? And you have to understand every single day, try to do the best job you can for other people, so that you can understand how to grow with other people. So you're never against other people, but you have to understand how to grow also away from people. You have to understand also how to be your own person, how to be your own persona, how to actually love yourself in ways that other people will admire you for. You understand? You have to understand, you have to be admired. You have to understand, you have to admire yourself every single day, and you have to give of yourself everything that you can in this life, because that's what God looks for. And you have to understand that God looks for people who can do his work. You understand? People who can do the information work every single day. And because God's information, and everywhere you can find God in information, you understand? And God's always with you in the information. And you have to realize you have to follow that path of the information, you understand? Because when you follow God's path, which is information, you understand every single day how much God wants you to improve, and how much he always has faith for you, and how much he believes in you, you understand? Because this world's are all information. Everything in this life is information. So you have to understand that's my faith that I've given you in this in terms of my audio program over here. And I'm always trying to do better. I'm always trying to grow. And that's how fascinating my life is, because I'm always understanding I'm always in this one position, for example, and I'm just trying to grow from this one position in my life. And I'm understanding the reality of things as well, because I can see how much I can grow, and I understand as long as I'm growing, I understand I'm going to a better path. I'm going somewhere much better than other people. You understand? I'm never better than other people, but you have to realize I'm trying to say that when I'm growing, for example, I can see what other people cannot see. And when I'm growing a lot, I understand what I can do and how I can help people. I'm just trying to help people. I'm not trying to compare myself to people. I'm not trying to do bad to people or anything like that. I'm trying to grow with people. I'm trying to understand how I can never be against people, and how I always have to help people as much as possible. You understand? Because that's my heart. That's what I'm here for myself to do. And I understand every single day I'm always trying to make this positive difference in life, because I understand how much I can help people and how much I can do in this life. And God sees this, and God sees how much I can help people. And you have to realize that's the information now. I just stick to the information. And when I stick to the information, I read a lot. And because I read a lot, and then I give the information to other people. And then I become this knowledgeable person about my life. But then I make my own information based on this information. I make my own type of mindset from it. And because I make my own type of mindset from the information that I hear in life, I choose to be who I want to be. I choose to be exactly what I want to be, and that's how it's always going to be. You understand? Because nobody can touch me in information. I'm the one that's choosing the information that I want in my life. So I understand that every single day, knowledge is the truth of life. But you have to understand, you have to choose to believe what you want about life, and you have to understand to make sure that it's the best information for you. You understand? So every single day, understand that no matter what happens in life, you have to make wisdom from life. You have to make things come true for your life. You have to understand every single day, try to do the best work in the planet no matter what you are doing. You understand? Because that's how you make a difference, and that's how you do the best life possible. So every single day, try to always break the boundary, you understand, in terms of not breaking the boundary, but try to understand to never be limited, you understand, is what I'm trying to say. Never be limited about what you can do. You understand? Try to actually do more than you're doing, and then you'll see how momentum starts to pick up in your life. You'll see how, for example, when I first started my life coaching programs and my music production, I wasn't as good as I am now. But because I kept going, because I kept making more content come true, then I began to see the path that I'm on. I began to actually plan my life this way. And I began also to see exactly what I can do. And and because I can see what I can do, I have to just make more content I have to make more content from it. And when I make more content from everything that I can make, I understand exactly how my path opens up into this massive successful person, because I made more content, because I got started. I got started to make content. And because I started to make content come true for me, you understand, that's what I became. I became everything I speak of. I became everything I've done in life. I became this massive legacy, or I became this massive person in my life who's helped a lot of people in life. And I understand how massive I can be. I understand that the more content I make in life, the better I am. And I just have to always inspire myself. I have to understand every single day I have to do the best job I can for myself and people. You understand? I have to be a positive individual. I have to always understand exactly how I be, my feelings, and how I enjoy my feelings. I never go against my feelings. I try to be someone who appreciates myself every single day, loving myself as much as possible, trying to grow as much as possible, trying to do the most I can for this world. You understand? So you have to understand, when I speak of this world, I speak of my world, because my world is everywhere. You understand? So I have to always make sure that as long as I'm here, that this world is growing, that this world has a positive person in life, that this world has somebody that's not dangerous. You understand? So you have to realize how that is. You understand? I realize some things about how I talk in this audio program, about how much I've matured, but also about how much better I am as an individual. You understand? Because I understand how much excellence I have in this audio program that I can give to other people, that other people can see exactly my tone of voice and how smart I am in between what I do. You understand? So I have to understand every single day, I understand how much I have to help people. I have to help people so much so that I can help myself. You understand? Because that's the whole point of life. So always have something to say, and always have more to give, and every single day always stick to more information, and always understand that's how you build momentum. That's how you build this massive empire of knowledge. You understand? You build this massive empire of knowledge when you start making more knowledge come true for your life. And then people start to see how amazing you are. And I have to understand also how people have said how amazing I am and stuff for doing this in terms of what I'm doing. And I'm always getting positive feedback because I'm always giving positive things in the world. You know, so people have been saying how good I am in life because of how good I'm doing. You know, so you have to realize every single day that the more you do for the world, the more the world will do for you. You understand? I promise you, if you want to be remembered in this life, then you have to be remembered for someone who has helped a lot of people. You understand? You have to understand. You have to stand. You have to stand your ground, and you have to understand to always give of your heart as much as possible. But the way to do this is to speak the words, because you can only ever give words in life. And you can only give so much money, but if you give the words, you can understand your words can give the world. You understand? Imagine what words have done in this audio program for you. You understand? So imagine what you can do for other people. You understand? So imagine how much words you can speak in this planet. That's what I'm trying to talk about over here. You understand? So you have to understand that when you start speaking words in the world, apparently you make the universe work. You understand? You start making everything come true for yourself. This is how you manifest the best life for yourself. You understand? So every single day, understand that you have to always enrich yourself, enlighten yourself, and try to always do the best job you can so you can actually grow, so you can actually make sense in your world, make the best sense in your world, and try to do the most you can, because that's how you actually live life. You live life by making sense. You live life by doing something more. And you have to understand, never compare yourself to other people. Try to just do try to do more now than you ever did before. You understand? For yourself. So that you have to understand, compare yourself to yourself, Try to compare yourself to how you were before and how you are now, and how good are you now compared to before. And so you have to understand, that's what you have to realize, and you have to keep pushing your growth. You have to push yourself to grow in each moment. And I understand how it is when you're growing alone. You understand? But you have to realize you have to do it. You have to grow alone. You have to understand, grow with people. But you have to realize also that you have to grow alone. I understand the lone journey it is when you're growing alone. You understand? I'm always growing alone. You have to realize, but that's how I grow. You understand? I grow through growing alone. You understand? I grow alone, but I'm also understanding how people are always growing in this life. You understand? So that makes me not feel alone. I understand, but it's easy to grow. It's always easy to grow for me because I figured it out. I understand how to grow. I understand how to push content into the marketplace. I understand all I have to approach, all I have to do to grow is read. Yes, and just pick up an audio program, just pick up a video program, just go and get an ebook for yourself, start reading, and that's how you grow. Or you can make content. Make content for yourself the same way I made this audio program for you. And that's another way to grow. You understand? And you have to realize you just have to keep making content while you're reading. You understand? And that's how you grow. And you have to realize you have to do it alone, but you have to understand you can also do it with other people. But you have to realize that you're not alone. You understand? God's with you all the time. So you have to realize the information is always with you. You understand? And information doesn't make you feel alone. You understand? And when you're with information, you have an army with you of information all the time. Yes, and you have to understand, you have to use the essence of life, which is information, and you have to make sure that you make something from it. I mean, it's total magician, you understand? It's like a magician, this information that helps you, you understand? It helps you in every single kind of way. And just imagine what this audio program has done for you in terms of information, you understand? It's opened, apparently this audio program has made some ideas, it's opened up a new perspective, it's opened up something of wisdom, and you have to realize every single day, that's where you go to wisdom for everything. You understand? Always ask for more wisdom in life. Always try to do much better for yourself every single day so you can grow. And try to give your heart. Try to give even more than you can. Try to push yourself every single day to make as much content as possible so you can understand how to do better in your life. You understand? So every single day, understand that no matter what happens, you have to push yourself. You have to be unlimited. You have to understand every single day. You have to understand how to grow yourself. You have to understand how to grow other people, how to actually give them the mindset that they need to have. You understand? Because this is all a mindset. This audio program is a mindset that I have. And I understand that I want people to hear my words. I want people to hear their own words. You understand? About how people can help people. You understand? So you have to realize every single day, understand every single day that no matter what happens, always do the best job and live the world of your dreams. You understand? Live, but you have to speak it. You have to speak the words of your dreams. You understand? And you have to understand how to create your dreams, which is just speak words. And when you speak words, you will achieve everything you ever set out to do. You understand? That's what you have to realize. So every single day, just do the best job you can. Make sure every single day you're living the best life for yourself and other people. Make sure you understand you do it for yourself. You understand? But every single day, understand no matter what happens, you must never go backward. Go forwards every single day. Live the best you can live. And that's what you have to understand. Every single day, just make as much content as possible for yourself to grow, and always go with the knowledge. Always go with what the knowledge wants you to talk about. You understand? And when you go with the knowledge about what the knowledge says, apparently that's what is, and that's how it always goes. And you have to realize every single day the knowledge is always working in your favor. You understand? And you have to realize that no matter what option you have, or no matter where you find yourself in life, you can always make more wisdom from it. You understand? And that way you can understand success is everywhere. So understand every single day that no matter what, when you understand success is everywhere, understand everywhere is an opportunity for you to grow. You understand? That's what you have to understand. So just understand how much better you are now than before, and how much you can actually grow yourself now more than ever before, because you made all this content come true for yourself, and because you made your life come true for yourself. And now you understand exactly how good you are and how mature you are, but also how you have manned up or womaned up. And now you understand how much more of an individual you are because of everything you've done. You understand? So you have to be grateful for yourself. and never be ashamed. You understand? Make sure you understand if people have done more than you, make sure that you catch up with all that information. Make sure you catch up with the wisdom. You understand? Stick to the wisdom, and you always understand what you have. So understand every single day. You have to make this massive mindset. You have to understand. You have to make the best mindset possible, and you have to realize you have to be big on your dreams. You understand? You have to be big on who you are, and you have to understand. You have to be big in wisdom, is what I mean. You understand? Try to understand wisdom is all you need about life, and once you have the wisdom, I promise you that's all you need. You understand? Everything else will come to you once you have the wisdom, and you have to understand the wisdom. You follow the wisdom of life, and you have to realize that's how you actually gain all the opportunities of your life. But you have to speak the words of that. You have to speak words every single day, no matter what happens in your life, to be able to attract whatever you want, because this is how I spoke the words in this audio program, and this is how it's helping people, for example, because of the words I spoke in this program. And imagine how many people this audio program can help. So if you help to share this program around with people, then you're going to be doing a big work in the planet. Yes, and you're going to be helping people in this way as well. And this is how you can help the world as well. Just by sharing information, you can make a big impact in the world. You understand? So if you share my information around, you'll not only be helping me, but you'll also be helping other people. You understand? So that's how you can make a difference in the world as well. So make sure every single day you share as much information as possible into the planet, and that's eventually you make your own information and you share that information in the world also. Yes, and try to make your own information. Try to make your own information like this information that I've told you, but in a different way. Try to speak your own words. Try to do something different that I haven't done. Yes, and try to do something different that other people are not doing. Yes, and so that's how you be unique, and that's how you create your own brand, which is you. You are your own brand. You understand? So you are your own business. You are your own product, and how good your information is, I promise you, people can see it. People can see how good you are in your information. So all you have to realize is start creating more information now, and in 10 years' time, you're going to be somewhere where other people are not. You understand? And you have to realize every single day, try to do even more than that, and you understand how to grow, and you understand how to actually do better for yourself, and you just keep believing in yourself. And then keep growing yourself, keep doing as much content as possible, and I promise you, you'll break. I mean, you won't break. I promise you, you will make everything come true for yourself. You have to realize, make as much as you can in content, yes, and try to make as much content as possible every single day, and you will actually achieve your dreams. You will achieve everything you ever want, because all you really want is the wisdom. You understand? And wisdom is what you have. So you've already achieved your dreams. You've already achieved everything you ever want, and now it's more time to do more work. You understand? Just do more work from this point on, and try to do something that other people are not doing. Yes, and try to be different. Try to be unique. Try to have more than other people. You understand? Try to have more. You understand? For yourself. And it's more. It's probably, don't have more than other people. Have more than yourself. You understand? You have to realize, have more wisdom for yourself. Just stick to that. Try to have more wisdom today than you ever did before in your life, because that's what's happiness. That's happiness in life, to have wisdom in life, to have a perspective, to be outspoken, to be able to speak words, for example, to be able to do something in words, to be able to understand something interesting, to understand something that you can do for other people. But should be that. But should be something of service to other people. Be something that can help other people to grow. Be something that you need to be in life for you, yes, and for your personality, for your individuality, for your originality. Be an original of some kind. You have to realize how original this audio program is that I've made in terms of these words that I've given you in this audio program. This is original, yes, and because it came out of my mouth. In a sense, so you have to realize I spoke the words of it, and you have to realize that's how it goes. So create something original, give it to other people. You understand? Keep the flow going. You understand? Try to actually always do more for other people every single day, and try to live a great life. You understand? Try to live as greatly as you can, and try to live a long life. Try to be here for a long time. You understand? That's the goal. You understand? The goal is always to live longer, to live the best way you can, to have the most information of the world, that's everything in life. You understand? To have everything that you ever need in life. You understand? Try to actually create even more for yourself every single day, and try to always benefit humankind. You understand? Help the world. That's what you stand for. You understand? You stand from now on. You stand for helping the people. You understand? You have to stand for that. You have to stand for helping the people. You understand? And just say for yourself right now, I stand for helping people. Just say it. You understand? And help as much people as possible, and try to live this massive world. You understand? Have a massive world that people can always feast on, that people can always come to you for answers. They can come to you for wisdom. They can come to you because you got wise knowledge, brother and sister. You understand? So that's what it's all about. And just enjoy your life as much as you can. Try to be happy as much as you can. Try to help your parents as much as you can. Try to help the world around you as much as you can. You understand? Try to help your kids as much as you can. You understand? So that's all it's about. That's all about marriage. That's all about relationships. That's what you have to understand. This audio program is for everybody. I promise you, this audio program is for that little baby just born today. You understand? So help spread the knowledge around as much as possible. You understand? That's what you need to understand about life, and that's how you grow, and that's how you do everything of knowledge. And you have to understand, this knowledge is coming from a higher power. And saying, I get the words to say, and I just speak it, and I spread the message around. You understand? That's what it's about. You understand? So this is me being a badass, but this is also me being a good person. And you have to realize everything that I've said in this audio program is just what it is. You understand? That's how it goes. So every single day, learn to live and learn to be now, and learn to understand much more, so you can understand how to grow. So that's what it's about. Learn how to grow every single day. Try to actually expand your comfort zone. Try to actually be much more into something that is much better. You understand? So every single day, expand as much as you can. You understand? Expand your network, expand your friends, expand everything that you have in life, and try to spread knowledge, and try to rejoice in Jesus Christ.